Hello, welcome to Scratch 3D Printing. In this video, I'm going to be making a scooter that scratched today's project. For the upcoming summer of 2026, I'm going to be making myself an electric scooter fully 3D printed. Well, as much 3D printed parts as I can. But today, I think that I should get started on this project, make a small scale model of it. Then in the summer, I can use this part and just scale it up and then just start printing. If I start in the summer, I think some other project or things might get in the way, and that might be delayed until next year or like very late into the winter. So as of right now, I don't really have any project in mind. So I was like, might as well get started on this scooter just so that I know all the parts, how it works, try different stuff, and see how a scooter work with 3D printing. So enough talking, let's just go over to the 3D printed parts that I have for the scooter, and I'm gonna assemble it to see if it works. Let's go. Here are all the parts that I will be needing to build this scooter. So first of all, we have this. I think this is called the deck. From what I have researched, this is called the deck. This is gonna be the rear wheel. This is gonna be where the head tube is gonna connect, and then for the front wheel. This part here is called the head tube, which connects right here. For this model, I just simply do this, but in the real model, I'm gonna extend this and have at least 4 screw the head here to the deck so that it's stable and not move anywhere. Because I feel like this part is one of the most important part. I already broke one of these pieces, so it's snapped right here. So I feel like this may or may not work with 3D printing, but we will have to see in the summer. I'm also just testing with these bearings. These are 10 by 5 by 4 millimeter bearing. This is the bar, the handle, and the bar that's going to connect where you can turn. This right here is the fork of the front wheel. Right here is the rear axle, bolt, and nuts. The nut is right here. And I just rig up the same piece here for the front, but the front knees and front axle and a bolt. But this is not the correct side, but this is just for testing. And these are the wheels. For now, I just 3D printed them like this. It's just PLA. But in the future, when I actually making my scooter, I feel like I'm gonna do the outer wall here, like TPU or close to rubber as possible, which is TPU or maybe TPE, if I can get my hands on those. And then the wheel, either PTG or some nylon. These are some of the gaskets for the bearings, and right here are all the rubber that's gonna offset the wheel so that it does not wobble. And here are some M3 screw. I could 3D print some of these, but it's not gonna hold, so I might as well just use real screw, right? And those are the 2 nuts. But enough talking, let's just assemble this. First thing I'm gonna do is install the rear wheel to the deck. I'll be needing one of the wheels, and then I'm gonna be using one of the spacer. Put it on top like this, and here like this. Hold it, and then put in the screw. Oops, this part is quite hard to do. I'm not sure if this is the best way to do it, but as of right now, this is the way that I am assembling this scooter here. So we're just gonna make sure that it goes through like that. And then back it up a little bit so that it has room for the other. Because if I don't do that right, the wheel is gonna move back and forth like this, and it's not gonna be good. So you want minimum movement for the wheels. That is very important. In the future, maybe these might be washers, like real washers, instead of just these TPU spacer. Now I can just lock this with the nut. I kind of screwed up the thread, so it's you just gotta push in there, or kind of twist it and push at the same time. There we go. We have installed the rear wheel, and look at that. It's not moving from side to side. It's spinning really smoothly. Now I'm just gonna put in the head tube right here. I don't know why it's not really, my tolerance is way too good. It should stick in there, but it's not really sticking in. But like I said, in the future, I'm going to use some nuts and bolt to bolt this down so that it does not come loose. This is going to take 2 bearings, one on the bottom and one at the top here. So it's just going to be like that. A design flaw that I made here is I don't really know how to design this part, because right here it's not flush with it, right? So that is a little bit of a problem. Same with the bottom here. I'm gonna have to redesign this in the future because it's not sitting flush, and when this thing is going up at an angle like that, it is quite hard to model this in Fusion 360. So I'm not the best modeler, so this is the best I got. Now I'm going to be using this fork and fork it up here. So it's going to go through something like this. And this thing can rotate back and forth without this moving, which is amazing. Now I'm going to be installing the front wheel. I have these small spacers along with a screw here. So it will just be the same thing. Put it here. Maybe I should install the wheel first. Let's do that because this thing keeps spinning. Okay, there we go. Let's put it here. Flip it on the other side. This one is quite difficult to do because it's such a small space, so I gotta use a tweezer. And like I said, this is the screw for the rear wheel. I'm just using it for the front wheel as well, so it's not gonna be the best fit, but it works. It works. Okay, now that we got that, I'm gonna be putting this thing back up. There we go. Look at that. We got the front wheel. Now, if we just attach this, if this were to attach, we basically just made a scooter. Look at that. It can move back and forth. It can turn. It's so cool. I could 3D glue this in there, but I still want to take this apart. In order to connect this, I missed one part. This is the clamp that I 3D printed. So it's gonna sit in like this. But before that, the gasket or the rubber ring is gonna go on top of this just to prevent dust from getting into the bearing. But it's at an angle, so it's quite difficult to line up. And I think I made the hole a little bit too small because this thing is twisting with it, and I'll show you guys a problem later on. So now that we got this, I can just put this thing in here like that, and now I can put the rod in there as well, just like that. Okay, so you might say that, oh, look at this handle is turning, but it doesn't work well. Just wait. Line that up, and now we use the nuts and bolts. Put it through here, put it through here, and then use the nut to secure from the end. What I think I can improve on this is make a groove on both sides, right? So I can stick this in, and then it's gonna align perfectly. Now that we have that, I'm just gonna screw in this screw to make it super tight. Do the same thing for the bottom. As you can see here, it's clamping together right there. There we go. And now this won't come off. I don't want to pull hard on this because I feel like it might break. So this is it. I basically had made my scooter. Look at that. That looks kind of sick if you ask me. And look at this. We can turn the handle. Look at that. That is so cool, right? We can turn, we can drive. This is amazing. Just look at this. I made my scooter. It works really nicely. Oh, yes. Isn't that cool? Oh my gosh, that looks so cool in my opinion. And this one, it can stand on its own. It can stand on its own without a kickstand, which is so cool. We made a scooter. So what I'm planning is to make this like hollowish like this, and then put the battery in there, attach the motor back here, and then the throttle, and then maybe the brake on one side. But this is it. This is the scooter. Are you working on a project and don't have the power to power that project? Well, here I am. Scratch 3D battery. It ranges from 1S, 2S, 3S, and all the way to 4S. Battery pack 18650, high quality pack from Scratch 3D battery. If your project requires all types of battery, I got you covered. All types of connection, I got you covered. All the way from XT60 to JST-XH 2.54mm, JST-XM DIN connectors, all types of connector, balance charger, anything you need. Scratch 3D battery have it. Link will be in the description down below on my eBay store. Well, there you go. That's my scooter first attempt. This is a mini version of a scooter that I'm going to be making this summer. It's going to be electric. It's going to be so much better than this. Just for making this, I can definitely tell that the hardest part is the mechanics right here. The turning part is going to be the hardest part because, like I said, it's at an angle like this. So it's really hard to model in Fusion 360, the solid model part. It's kind of difficult to do that. But if you know what you're doing, you definitely can make this easy. But I don't really know what I'm doing, so that part is quite difficult to me, aligning everything perfectly. And if you see in there, there's a gap right there. There's a gap in the rubber. So if you keep turning this, 360, you can see that the rubber is like coming off from the peel it apart. So that's gonna be a problem if this is like a real model and I can run on this. That is gonna be a problem. So maybe, like I said, I need to make the hole for the rubber bigger than the rod here so that it does not turn and it just sit still. Just don't use the rubber at all and just put it inside, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, this is my first attempt. If you are like a professional scooter builder, let me know in the comments down below. What can I do to improve this? So this is what it looks like. And one more thing that I feel like is the weak point of this scooter is the screw. Maybe I cannot 3D print a screw for this because if you stand on it, the wheels are the point that is touching the ground. So the wheel is like putting pressure to the screw, and that might be a weak point. Another weak point I think is going to be this fork right here. This is going to be the weakest point because maybe if you just bump something, this part right here is gonna snap. So since this is 3D printed, right, you can make anything you want. One thing is make another triangle over here, another triangle over here, so that it has 4-way support and it can be a lot stronger. Okay, enough of that. This is my first attempt of making a scooter and it works. I'm telling you, it works. You can turn this like a real scooter and you can ride back and forth without any problem, which is amazing. I'm kind of proud of myself. But we have to wait until the summer until all the snow clears off, and then I'm going to be really making a fully 3D printed electric scooter, test it, see how good it is. But that'll be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Comment down below, is this like a good design, a good angle, or like a bad design? How can I improve this in the future? And if you haven't yet become a member of the YouTube channel, it helps me tremendously. And as always, keep on 3D printing.